first of all, to develop goodwill was not easy. And some of us nearly got killed during those demonstrations. And you have the brief. So we were very angry. Oh, I saw Kimani, I saw this man, noisy fellow from Kikuyu. But at the end of it, and I must tell you, the diplomat in our team is Aaron. I can tell you that Aaron, I removed my hat. When the issues were very difficult, Aaron would come in and give us a way forward. The technical team did exceedingly well. We had hard positions. I reserve my comments. I reserve my comments. Those are the moments. Thank you, Mr. President. You see, you've been following. I told you, you can't hide anything from a head of state. So today we are very happy to come before you and Deputy President to make this presentation. One of the things we had great difficulty with was they kept on saying, His Excellency the President. We were very angry with them. Who gave you authority? That's an issue for discussion. That's how we started these things. Very hard things. But at the end of it, now I think after today, when you meet your brother, Raila Odinga, will call you Your Excellency, Excellency William Samoei Arap Ruto, because of this work. And no hang-ups, and yet the work that lies ahead is equally important. Our recommendation is, because this is a negotiated document, negotiated. Therefore, we plead with you that the Kenya Kwanza teams in Parliament, in both houses of Parliament, be adequately guided so that we can have a fast-tracked process in order to settle this country, to be able to do the next important things. And therefore, I heard Kimani even here refer, he didn't talk when we were with Raila, he did not talk about public participation. And the reason is, you remember Kimani, one of the things we said, we must have these stakeholders. We don't want to be accused of not having had public participation. This doctrine is written in black and white in our Constitution. Therefore, even if you have to do public participation of the bills, consequent bills upon the report, which has happily been adopted, we want to suggest that we do not take all the time. You can do public participation, and then you get a lot of problems coming out of it. So fast-tracking it, and then getting the final product. We all know, for example, we do not have an IBC. The other day I went to take part in elections for the Law Society of Kenya. And I saw people wearing IEBC things. I looked at them, I said, if I was a contestant, I would take this matter to court. There is no IEBC. But they went on. These were lawyers who should know. So we don't have an IEBC. So people of Banisha have every reason to feel aggrieved. But then I think we are able, if we fast track this thing, because even the ruling that was made by some judge in this matter did not give the timelines. Aaron kept on, actually, it's like he knew some of these judges. Because you guys, there's this thing in court. But now we're able to move with speed and implement this. So we want to urge again, fast tracking and also having it as it is, because it's a negotiated product. We have precedents highlighting, this position. And it's not like we're in a hurry to force any situation. You know it better. This is your country, and your brother, Raila Odinga, is equally committed to this process. There will be forces, as expected, within the coalitions and outside, within Parliament and outside, who may not like to have a peaceful country, and therefore may want to derail even what we have come up with. We want to ask that you use the authority given to you by law to push this thing through. I think that is what I want to say. The 5 agenda items are highlighted in the document, and I think we can now happily present the product to you. I don't know whether anybody has it. Amjen. Amjen, I was very suspicious sometimes about Amjen, but now he's a good guy. I had to send Jeremiah Kioni to look thrice at every sentence. Very good in editing. And I can tell you, we would not have even come to you if it was not for the fact we had very competent technical team. That Mudhomi, I cannot pronounce the other name. I just call him Mudhomi. It's a Tharaka name, Vionkori. I never heard of the name. He's from my neighborhood, but that is, he did very well along with Zain here and Professor Adams. From here, Your Excellency, just proceed. Just give us a final product, and the country will settle. And as I said, the difficult issues, as we speak here, their family is mourning. We could not even get a place to hold a prayer service for the killed, for the young men who lost their lives. And they had to come up to my secretariat. We pretended we can have a church service there, because the churches there would not touch us, right? And of course, the issue of Kimani was very eloquent on destroyed property and reparations. So you may have to think of a commission between you and your brother and see how best we can actually deal with this matter of grieving Kenyans. Grieving, they don't understand what happened. All they know is they lost their loved ones. And so that's a matter you consort. Principle of concurrence, discussion, concurrence, I'm sure is not a difficult one. But then finally, Kimani Ichung'wah was very kind to Raila. He actually announced to him, and I believe he was doing it, repeating what he already knows, that President William Ruto is campaigning for Raila to become the AU chairperson. This is a matter that puts all of us together as a country. And we are very proud of that situation. And so, without much ado, can we now move to the next thing, Opio?